How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Kevin Sullivan Advice channel. Thanks for watching my channel. This is going to be a quick one. I just had something in my mind, so I wanted to get it off my mind, and into the world, right? So this is a big one. I know everybody everybody tries to figure out. Some of you probably going through this right now, but the topic is going to be, right, should you go to a narcissistic, toxic family gathering? Most cases, no, and it depends on your situation, which your narcissistic family dynamic is, and every aspect of that situation, who your family is. So I'm gonna speak from experience, and I'm just gonna tell you whether you should go or not based on your situation is. And what you got to remember and understand is that whenever you have a narcissistic family gathering, situation, party, or whatever it is, you still got to remember, first of all, what's your position in the narcissistic family. There's many positions, and especially if you're the scapegoat. Now, if you're the scapegoat, you definitely need to pay attention to that, because see, your narcissistic family is basically a cult, right? Your narcissistic family, toxic family, is basically most likely cult-like, right-minded. So that means that there's the master, whoever that may be, of the toxic hierarchy of your narcissistic toxic family, right? And then you gotta understand, you got everything. It's like a pyramid scheme, and it goes all the way down in order. And so everybody has their positions and what they play, right? So you got to understand that. And then also what you need to understand and remember is that if you're a scapegoat, you're the doo-doo on their shoe to them. You're the dookie on their shoe. So you got to remember, that's how they see you, and that's how they're going to treat you, no matter otherwise of how they treat you. You know what I mean? Because just because they treat you that way, that don't mean who you are. And don't get confused of what you know you are truly deep inside, and the moves you make and what you got going on in your life that they may know about or what they don't know about. Don't let that confuse you, because it's still how they see you, and you got to understand you're dealing with twisted-minded people. So they want to convince you you're not who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with people, and what society is today, You have people that will get mad and say, for instance, you got people nowadays that get mad at Bill Gates and tell him he's broke. Like, literally, this is what we're dealing with nowadays, and that's their whole plan, is to make you feel like the male Cinderella. You know what I mean? So you're the scapegoat, you're the bottom of their shoe in the family dynamic. That's how they see you. And not to confuse this with the black sheep, because people get the black sheep confused with the scapegoat. Those are two different things. The black sheep still could be accepted, even though it's a black sheep. And it depends on your situation. But it could be a black sheep in the family and a scapegoat in the family. But the black sheep is accepted most likely because they just consider the black sheep as somebody who's different from them in certain ways. But being toxic and narcissistic, they that. So that's what's most important to them. So that beats all. The scapegoat is the opposite of them. 9 times out of 10, the scapegoat is the opposite of them. And then you got to remember, the dynamics could change depending on the parents or the parent situation, the circumstances, the environment, and also it can also change depending on the family circumstances or environment, and things just change. So for instance, if the scapegoat move itself away from the house, wherever, the community, or move itself just out of the state or wherever, just out of the picture, then the scapegoat changes. Somebody got to take that position, because somebody has that position for a reason. But the initial scapegoat is the one who's different from the family, and is most likely the one who's different from the family in a good way, who's not a narcissist, who's not toxic, who's not a sociopath, who's not a psychopath, that's most likely the one who's the scapegoat. And so that's what it usually originates from, what it goes by. So that's a lot to understand and take in. Also, you have to remember is that, what is this family gathering for? You probably understand it, but you got to understand you're dealing with liars. You're dealing with manipulators. You're dealing with people who don't believe in honesty. Nothing is ever done on the term or the level that they say it's done on. It's always something underneath, deeper under the surface. So you got to remember that. So it's always a catch to it. So, okay, and then they want you to go. You got to remember, oh, they want you to go. What usually happens when they want you to go? What usually happens when you're involved with something with them? What usually happens? How you get treated? What position you usually take or play? How it usually goes? Who you know what I mean? Every time you go, is you the water boy or the water girl? You get what I'm saying? Or do they want you to be the babysitter? Why they all be adults and grown folks, even though whether you're an adult or not, and they get to do whatever they want and enjoy, and then you watching the kids? Is it a cookout? You know what I mean? And you got to be the one grilling and serving everybody, while everybody eat, laugh, and joke? Just think about that before you say, oh yeah, I should go. And there's always something they trying to get you to do, trying to change your views of life and your opinions. And it's always trying to get you to, and think about it, it's still going to always be about them trying to get you to be like them. See things the way you see things. See things the way they see things, and not see things the way you see things. See things from a different perspective than what you see it, today's perspective. See, what you got to understand and know is that, and believe is that, you're valuable, right? And they don't really want you to know that or believe that, but it's true. And if they could just get you to think how they think and see things the way they see, and be a manipulative and be able to be a person they can manipulate, control, alter their minds, you're very 100% useful. You still useful to them now because of who you are, but you'll be more beneficial to them if you just be exactly who they want you to be, think how they want you to think, see things in the world their way of seeing. And this is most likely taken away from you, who you are in yourself, and who you supposed to be in this world. And what it is, they trying to change that. Or they could be, they want to get you to do something that they want you that you don't want to do, or probably shouldn't have to do, but it's probably something they want you to do to get you to do. It's something. So it's always something. And then you gotta remember, they really don't like you. So it's all gonna be fake. It's all gonna be phony. Everything's gonna be fake. Everything's gonna be phony. Everything's gonna be set up. Everything's gonna be planned, you know, and it's for something. And you usually find out what happens when you say, oh, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna see. What always happens, right? What always happens, you know? So just keep that in mind before, you know, you get involved in something and then situation happens. And another key thing to look at is you saying no. How they react when you say no. Do they keep trying to push to get you to do it? You know, do they keep trying to get you to do it? And it's like, you have to be there. And it's almost like it's an issue if you ain't there. And also as well, what was I gonna say? When you say no or you don't want to do it, do they have a problem with it, right? Is they mad, frustrated, upset about it, you know? Is they mad, you know? Because think about it. If you're mad and upset about it and you just acting like I just got to be there, what's the reason? What's for? You know? It's something. It's something. It's definitely something. So that's just a few things I want to put up for you to think about, you know? When it comes to going to family gatherings, narcissistic, toxic family gatherings, and you being the scapegoat. And also too, if you the black sheep too, because they could label you the black sheep as well. So because listen, because in that family dynamic, somebody could be the scapegoat, somebody could be the black sheep. They both would be treated different. The scapegoat always get treated worse. And if you guys haven't seen my video I got, it talks about that. It's called the narcissist. The scapegoat always get the short end of the stick. So yeah, thanks for watching the Kevin Sullivan Advisors channel. Everybody have a great day. Stay narcissistic free. Email me if you want to book a one-on-one consultation over the phone or via Skype or Zoom. Also, you can email me. Emailing me is free. Email me at kevinsullivanadvise@outlook.com. You know, anybody want to support what I do, support what we do here, hit the donation links in the description box. All right, I see y'all. Holla at y'all later. Summer's coming up, spring's coming up, so y'all be seeing more of me.